Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa. Wait, do that
Damn.
again?
Whoa!
Yeah,
Oh, you
that's
didn't
what.
robot that time.
Yeah, I was thinking that you use a voice modulator for that because I know you.
It
Have...
Nope, sounded better the first time.
I just swung my tongue back and forth.
Whoa!
What? That's how we should start. That's how we should start all episodes. Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa.
No, we're not doing that because I am Low Energy Videos and this is Bearded Ramblings. I am joined by Crendor, Two Guns, and Drunken Crow. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm very excited today.
I am ecstatic. Mostly because I look like a 1960s Batman villain right now with the way my camera's angled.
Ooh,
Dutch angles before they were
see
ruined
that.
by Battlefield Earth.
Yeah, you do. I see your point.
It's the most dastardly villain of them all, the Patriots. I should have a red hat on.
Apparently so.
Alright, so basically standard fare as always as we start off. Tonight on the show, if you are so inclined, like, share, and subscribe. Check the doobly-doo for Krendars all in one. And also, I think I did not add anything into the actual stream, did I? Into the about section? Don't tell me I didn't. Did I leave it blank? I did. I'm such a mook. I'm such a mook. Brenda, you handle the
Oopsie.
shill while I fill it up. I knew there was something I was.
All right, chill. Do we have a goal?
Yeah,
right
stop
now?
screen.
Let me see. Where's the goal? There it is. Our sweet boy needs to pay some bills. So let's get him $100 and help him pay some bills.
Bit less now. Also,
well, we're on the way. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Krendar gets his schmeckles as well because it's
yeah.
that's what the BB stands for. That means bearded boon.
Boon me up, baby.
Yeah. But also, if you are so inclined, to check out the links that are actually up now. Haha! There we are. There, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen to get on with our day. If you are so inclined, don't forget to check out Krendar's All-in-One, my Twitch, our Discord, where if you sign up over on my Twitch to be a sub, we have watch parties now. Our first one was very cool, and we will be having another one next week. We're apparently going to watch The Burbs because there's somebody who likes birds as a girly wanted it and kind of twisted everyone's mind.
I can't imagine who you mean.
We all know we mean Rose Black.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Of course. Goes without saying.
Because he's such a girly.
He's such a girly. He does have Rose. Rose is always like a feminine name in my mind.
Yeah, I don't know why he picked that name, but he did.
I like it.
By the way, I need you to explain to me why you're simping for America. What's going on?
I was originally going to, over in the trip, I was going to put a button for each state I went into the flag. And then I was going to have people I met write in the white parts of it little messages. And then it would have been sort of like a scrapbook of my adventures. As that's failed, cool. Yeah, as it failed, I felt a bit bad just leaving the flag there. So I've got it up now, and I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it from the comfort of my own home. So I'm going to get like Amazon buttons sent over, and I'll have people write on it. I don't know how I'm going to manage that. Maybe have them give me messages right up for them. But yeah, like it's
pretty cool though.
Yeah,
I like the idea.
It's the same with my old communist coat, the big giant trench coat I sometimes wear. That used to be an old Soviet coat from like the 80s, and I stripped off all the Soviet shit and I just covered in my own badges because I'm kind of like a magpie. Make it your own.
Yeah.
There you go. that explains it. I don't give a fuck about that country's politics. I give a shit about its people and its geography. But its politics can go fuck off. And its food.
That goes for
Food's
most
amazing.
countries, really.
I don't know. Scandinavia. Scandinavia is pretty great for its politics, or at least its socialist programs. Although Sweden just elected a bunch of Christian conservatives majority parliament.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to see how that pans out over the next few years when they get to decide on policies.
Man, they might lose abortion rights or something.
Oh, could you imagine that? No self-respecting first world country would ever do that. I said first world country.
I know.
Such a child in the 90s. First, the ones where we're not covered in mud all the time. Yes, quite.
Yes.
How do you know he's a king?
Covered in mud all the time. Whoa.
How do you know he's a king? He hasn't got shit all over him.
Well, I didn't vote for him.
I'm Arthur, King of the Britons. King of the who?
It's because I'm moistened pink. Love to scimitar at you.
What was their government? It was like an anarchistic commune that would elect a representative.
It was I think they said anarcho-communist or something collective. It was something like that. They took turns like every 2 weeks having a new rule.
They'd be the biggest fucking tankies on Twitch and Twitter right now if they were today. Like, if I remember right, it was John Cleese's idea, because when he went to like Cambridge and Oxford, he'd meet these like 20-somethings, early teens who'd be talking about like communism taking over the world, but they'd all be coming from like incredibly wealthy families and they never worked a day in their lives, but they talk about workers' rights. And John,
what you're saying is the exact thing that's happening on Twitter nowadays.
Pretty much, yeah. The more things change, the Who got it down to a T. Like, here's the new boss, the same as the old boss. Yeah, well, I do want to fix the camera before we get into it. We've actually got a lot of variety tonight. First one up only happened, I only saw it like, Jesus, half an hour ago. I want to share it with you guys. I'll be sure that we are watching the right stream, because I've got two windows open, one for my own private use and one for not. Yeah, Madam Raven, that was the one I was. This. What the fuck is all this about? What screen on? Yeah. Okay, so saw this, and it's about the context is just an overhead shot of the royal procession, because the funeral happened like yesterday. So this happens. So listen very carefully.
Death is irreversible, and the fact that she's
as you can see.
What the fuck was that?
Where did I know, like, where the hell did they pick up that audio from?
Like, that's so fucking weird. Like,
that death is irreversible, and the fact that she's
as you can see.
Someone had Netflix on in the background.
I also like how guys start talking and just stops.
I think he heard it too. Like, he's the obvious, like the
he's like, what the fuck just happened?
The TV, like the narrator and shit, the presenter.
It sounds like somebody snuck up behind him and like whispered into his microphone over his shoulder.
And he just doesn't know how to process it. But I wouldn't know if I was. What happens at any point now? You have 10 days. Just came in over the audio and it was never repeated. And I was like, what the fuck?
Death is irreversible, and the fact that she's
as you can see.
It sounds like he's working from home, and he's watching like an episode of Game of Thrones or something like that.
It sounded a little bit like Cersei, didn't it?
Yeah, maybe
not entirely, but a little bit.
Only one can rule the Iron Throne. It'd be kind of a fairly obvious what he's doing, but yeah, this was. Not quite sure how to proceed.
Well, as you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads out into West London, Emily Morgan.
Yeah, was just.
Yeah, it does seem like he heard it too. Yeah.
I honestly wasn't. Were you, any of you watching the live footage of it? The event itself?
Not one bit.
Meh.
I watched
Don't
bits.
care.
I watched it mostly with Vosh, so he could rip it apart. And it was kind of weird. I actually lost a little bit of respect for him. He knows so less about history than I thought he did. Like, he didn't know what the beefeaters were and shit like that. And I was like,
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I thought
By the way, I have to say, while we're on this screen, I'm noticing this guy that posted this is on Relevant People to the side, and his description says "vaxxed and waxed."
I didn't notice that.
I like that.
Yeah, like I really I wasn't all that interested because it went on for how many days? Like the pre thing was like 3 days, and then 2 days, and then the actual on the third day it was and you can only watch people sigh and cry about it. But did you see the lines to go and visit her? It was insane. It was like you had to wait a day at one point, like 24 hours, and eventually they just cut it off. And it would just stretch for like half the length of the Thames. People waiting, and they would only be able to see her for a few, like the actual coffin, for a few seconds.
Bizarre. Why just wait till there's a photo to look at her? Like, why bother?
Plus, she's going to be laid to state, which means you're going to see the mausoleum for centuries to come. Like, you're going to see her made out of marble, most likely.
Like, I want to look at her while she's fresh. In person, but
I wonder why she's fresh, you guys.
Multiple hours, let alone a whole day.
Right?
I don't get the infatuation with an irrelevant monarch, frankly.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't understand.
Do you think they were trying to sniff the coffin? Is that why they wanted it fresh, or do you wanted to sniff?
Yeah, man. I want that musk. That Queenie musk.
I have to say that the majority of people aren't really for the monarchy until a tragedy or a celebration happens. Then their popularity skyrockets. The British people are weird.
I don't understand that. Is it a country or a fucking Renaissance fair?
It's like, both. Some days
you still have like royalty, but like I don't know.
It'd be like if you went to America and also Canada has royalty too. So this is technically.
I was just gonna say, do you no, we don't. But do you want to hear something even stranger than that? My roommate is obsessed with the royals.
Oh yeah, a lot of Americans are. Or you're Canadian, but a lot of people in the Americas are, I should say.
Not people in the English.
He's Asian. He's Asian.
It's such a weird like subset of celebrity like infatuation. Like these, like I have nothing against Queen Elizabeth or honestly any monarch ever because I've never lived under one. But it's like I have so many friends here in the States who wept tears over this woman who, I don't know very much about her, so I'm not going to say that there's nothing, but what the fuck? We fought a war, you guys. We fought a war to get away from the monarchy. Why do we give a shit? Also, they don't control anything, so why does anyone give a shit?
There's very few monarchies left in the world that have like absolute power or even heavy set community power.
They're like the country's mascot at this point.
They're kind of a leftover thing. It's like when you've finished college and you might have even like lived on your own for a bit, but then something happened and you went back to live with your parents in your old like childhood room, and it's not the same anymore, and you kind of feel almost embarrassed about what you were seeing, and you kind of like are like, oh, do you want these old things? And you're just desperate to get rid of the old stuff that you had. Because you don't. It's not like you have any sort of like nostalgic connection to them. You have it more in the sense of like a sort of they were just always there, and that was the thing with me and a lot of Irish people. We didn't like the monarchy, obviously not. We didn't like the monarchy, but you know what? The Queen was always the Queen. Most people I've met in my life have only ever known one monarch. They wouldn't have remembered her dad, and they wouldn't have remembered.
It feels really weird to me anytime I hear anybody talking about the king now, because it's like it's so
Especially
weird to
that
hear
it's
that
Charles.
phrase.
Like fucking Charles, the goofy.
I mean,
dorky-
I mean that too, but just the phrase of the king itself being something people will say about England today, it feels weird. Because I've never heard that phrase used before either. It's always been the Queen, right?
I heard that in Oslo when I was up there, and of course they were referring to I think Hakon the Seventh, which is a great name for a king.
Hell yeah,
Egyptian.
some Elder Scrolls shit.
Yeah, he's got some.
Yeah.
He's I think the king of Norway. He's actually I think Olympian for like sailing, like yacht racing and. But they don't really they like him because he's not, as they always say, he doesn't act like the British royal family. All the European royals that are left keep a fucking low profile, and their budgets are far smaller than the British royal family. But the British royal family, of course, are some of the biggest landlords in the whole world. They just control massive swathes of land, and although they have to occasionally sell something, that's just to have like an immediate lump sum of money right then and there. And they always sell it to the National Trust, which is their biggest enemy for some reason. But I love the National Trust because they preserve the buildings and turn them into museums. That's what's going to happen to Buckingham Palace one day.
When was the last time there was an active king in England?
Her dad, which would have been the one during World War II.
That's not a time though.
Probably 19.
Well, during World War II, but I don't know how much later. Okay, yeah, the 50s,
yeah,
most recent.
That's when he died, and then she took
over. Okay, yeah.
Hers was the first televised one, and a cool little fact: they didn't have Westminster Abbey wired yet with electricity, so to get into the really hard to reach places, they used thousands of ferrets that were trained specially to lay cables as they went.
Damn.
So just
that's funny.
Yeah, so just a few weeks before the actual the TV presentation, you would have seen dozens of ferrets at any given time just rushing around like the medieval buildings with like copper wires strung onto them and like their handlers ushering them on.
I want to see that now.
Yeah, actually, let's see if there's any. I don't think there's any footage, but let's
probably not. But that would have been amazing.
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth coronation ferrets. Even ferrets paying respect to the Queen. 50 facts about the Queen coronation. Coronation. Come on, don't tell me this is an urban legend. Don't you fucking dare. Because that was something I really liked. 50 facts about the Queen. Image. Even a ferret is paying respect. Coronation. No. I can't see it. Just
no worries.
Yeah. Oh well. It either happened or it didn't, and unfortunately now it's throwing a bit of doubt into my.
It's a great mental image either way.
Childhood whimsy.
I choose to believe it's real.
Yeah.
Me too.
My reality is what. Solipsism for life.
I don't care about the Queen, but I mean, if that story was factual, I wanted to see like her casket in like a wagon driven by ferrets. That would
That'd
have been cool.
It'd be like a little wave tide of ferrets because it would take dozens to do that.
Did you actually see her get like brought in? It took like a bunch of massive, like big chunky pallbearers to bring it in. The screen. Yeah, let's talk about some. Let's talk about the storms that are racking the world in Puerto Rico, Alaska, and in Japan. Yeah.
Locals in Hooper Bay, Alaska, and surrounding areas are dealing with the aftermath of one of the worst storms the region has ever seen. It was caused by a massive Pacific typhoon over the weekend. Authorities are currently assessing the destruction to determine the need for items like food and water. Residents are dealing with substantial damage to homes, roads, and various structures around the community. They are also experiencing power outages. So far, no one has been reported injured or killed. The small western community is home to about 21,000 residents. The entire 1,000-mile stretch of the coastline was affected by the storm. As the floodwaters continue to recede, more and more damage is being rebuilt. Alaska's Governor Mike Dunleavy has issued a disaster declaration and says they are moving quickly to provide relief for those affected.
And of course, what's coming right up? Winter. All that water is going to freeze over. Yay!
And if it's still there by then, yeah.
Yep. I've been around floods before, and they leave like almost like pools or little ponds of water in harder to reach areas that sometimes just won't drain on their own naturally, especially if there's like follow-up rain. So yeah, Alaska being a good chunk of it being just open air wilderness, yeah, like that. Oh, the whole roads could be ripped up. Farmsteads are probably damaged as all hell. But as crazy as that wasn't like the stuff in Puerto Rico worse, if I remember right.
I remember hearing that parts of Puerto Rico flooded that have in the storm that traditionally never get hit by the storms that pass through. But don't take my word for it.
Yeah, Puerto Rico hurricane. 2 dead as Hurricane Fiona devastates Puerto Rico. I hear it's moved off now to Honduras, but
and what was that other country that ended up being largely underwater, like somewhere in the Middle East? Pakistan or something? Around there?
Yeah, they actually sent
One
their
of those?
navy up the rivers, like their deep water navy up the rivers to save people. Assuming there's video footage. Because we can kind of guess what's going to be a lot of knocked down buildings and trees, but I suppose it's just videos. Jesus Christ. And you know,
I suppose we should just hit videos, he says, as he clicks news and not videos.
This is no video section. Oh, there it is. Yes. I didn't see it. I was busy.
And we want to turn now
busy becoming a doomer.
to the severe weather and Hurricane Fiona, which has strengthened into a Category 2 storm with maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. Fiona battered Puerto Rico with torrential rains, which caused massive flooding. And tonight, much of the island is without power, with at least 2 deaths being blamed on the storm. CBS's David Begnaud is in San Juan.
Hurricane Fiona roared ashore, dumping as much as 25 inches of rain, driving up winds to 91 miles per hour, all along Puerto Rico's southern coast. There were moments like this, neighbors with a boat, some rope, and a desperate will to save a family trapped in high water. There has been catastrophic flooding and mudslides, down trees and power lines. Brown floodwater flowed in all directions, seemingly swallowing everything in its path. In Utuado, in the center of the island, this new metal bridge, built just 4 years ago after Hurricane Maria, was swept away like a twig.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Also, they built this bridge from the last hurricane, like as a direct response to their last hurricane, and it didn't last more than like 5 seconds. Fucking hell.
Nearly the entire island is in the dark. Some 1.3 million people are still.
It would kill us off centuries ago. Like we would just see us as some sort of infection to wipe us out.
Without power, almost 840,000 have no running water.
We got in a helicopter and we first flew over Toa Baja. You could see people standing on cars on the second story of their homes. And then we headed all the way west to the municipality of Añasco.
That's where, above the water and out of danger, Norma Rivera grew up and is determined to stay.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. We're going to make it work. Even if we got to live in tents.
Lourdes, who also rode out the storm here, says her community was just starting to recover from Hurricane Maria back in 2017.
They worked so hard for their things and now they're losing it again.
You know, tomorrow marks 5 years that Hurricane Maria ravaged the island of Puerto Rico, and that cut power to people for months. And now, because of Fiona, Most Puerto Ricans are going to wake up tomorrow morning and be without power yet again. Nora.
David.
Well, that's fucking horrible. And we're not even done yet, because there's one more storm-battered hooray for everyone to see. By the way, never forget that climate change is a hoax created by globalists. Always remember that. There's no...
Guys, it snowed in places last winter. Obviously, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain the global warming, snow deniers.
Yeah.
You know, if it starts flooding, just move. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, just move. It's not like it's hard or expensive or anything.
Not like you're leaving your entire previous life behind or anything.
Yeah, no.
That whole thing is tragic, and that video made me want to throw toilet paper into a box like I'm shooting a basketball.
Wow, that's a statement.
Yeah, oh god, you remember Trump 5 years ago? He was talking about sending over tons of fire. Let's have a look at this. This is the last bit of weather, unless there's a new one.
Now, Typhoon Namadol has killed at least 4 people and injured more than 80 over the weekend. It's been downgraded at the moment to a cyclone. It crossed to the northeastern coast and headed out to the Pacific Ocean. Hundreds of thousands of homes are without power, and at one stage more than 9 million people were urged to leave their homes.
Jesus.
Let's cross to our correspondent in Tokyo, Rupert Winfield-Hayes. Rupert, just tell us how bad it has been and how is it for those affected at the moment?
He's blinking a lot.
Yeah, as you say, the Typhoon Namadol has now been downgraded and has broken up over northern Japan. For the last 3 days, it really has been a monster storm, the like of which Japan has rarely seen. Only a handful of other times a storm of this size in the last half century. And it's hit the southern Kyushu island of Kyushu on Sunday, and then it has just churned right across the whole of Japan over the last 2.5 days, and really bringing very destructive winds, 150-mile-an-hour winds, over 200-kilometre-an-hour winds, which have caused quite a lot of damage to electricity supplies and structural damage. But really, the big thing has been the amount of rain. Really astonishing amounts of rain have fallen over western and central Japan. In Kyushu, they measured more than 70 centimetres of rain falling on Sunday and into Monday. And even in Honshu, 40 centimetres of rain fell yesterday over western parts of Honshu. So that's been the major problem, causing a lot of...
We're not even into October yet. This shit might not start clearing up until March. Like, this could be the start of like a... Oh yeah, we're here by another one. And it won't just be these places. New places will get hit. Like yours truly here in Ireland. I might not even be able to go to New York. I might not be able to fly.
Entirely typhoon season, yeah.
Yeah. We might eventually have like the storm months and the quiet months.
Oh my god, I would love a global half-year-long storm season. Yay!
Yay! Well, guess what? You're getting that because of the folly of people who came before us.
Yay! Decisions I had no input in!
And you know what else? We'll be looked on fondly by generations yet unborn.
Hooray! Inheriting a legacy of failure and neglect!
I mean, if there's any of us left to make new generations.
Oh, I'd say we got about 3 in us left.
Mass extinction! Yay!
I just hate the fact that... Oh, I just fucking hate America. Oh yeah, we're on the imperial system. Like, so 70 milliliter or fucking centimeters of water. Is that a lot? Is that a little? I don't fucking know, because I'm from America. We use the imperial.
America.
You bring up a good point, Crow, and that is the real tribulation of our time is that we don't live by a base 10 system. And what we should do is we should encourage the collapse. Let all societies and governments fail. Let everybody starve. And everyone who's left can restart with a 10-day week, 100 days, whatever, or maybe not that level. You know what I'm saying? But fucking 10-hour days and tens, and then the next civilization will be perfect. Perfect tens.
You've just described the hypercube and the time cube guy. You
Yeah.
ever watch Down the Rabbit Hole? He believed everything was cubed.
Yep. I used to love that shit, and then I learned it's all fucking bunk.
Wait, you actually bought into it?
Oh, not like hardcore or nothing, but you know, my mom was into some woo. Well, my mom was into some woo back in the day, and showed me the video, and I was like, "Oh, that's neat. That's pretty wild. Whoa!" And then I didn't think about it anymore, and then I learned about some actual science, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah." But you know, you don't have to worry about climate change or anything like that, because it's actually the culture war we need to worry about. Teach us of your ways, Tucker, the greatest man who's ever lived, who's been on TV.
So this week, videos surfaced on the internet from a place called Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. That's right across the lake from Niagara Falls.
Ontario,
These
you
videos show
say?
a teacher called Stephen Hanna, who apparently has been employed at Trafalgar High for several years. Recently, Hanna decided to dress like a woman, or more precisely, as a grotesque caricature of a woman, not a real woman, but a kind of pneumatically inflated Marilyn Monroe look-alike. As part of his costume, Hanna strapped on a pair of gigantic prosthetic breasts.
Right.
Really? Everyone seems to love him, though.
Each the size of a 10-pound watermelon. We're not exaggerating here. They're visible from at least 100 yards away, if not from space. We'll show you the picture. We are right now on the screen.
They are a bit big.
But here's the thing. Hanna isn't doing this in private, in his home, in restaurants and clubs. If he were, we would not be mentioning on the show because it would not be our business. Have fun, Stephen Hanna. No. Stephen Hanna is doing it in class, in front of children. As the Canadian journalist Jonathan Kay put it, Hanna has been dressing like this for a while, but only recently have students within the school gone public with this fact. So they've been enduring this for a while. Kay also notes that Hanna's costume is based on a style of Japanese internet pornography, which translates roughly into English as exploding milk porn.
We live in clown world.
No, Tucker!
We live in clown world.
Tucker, no! If
If
there's a hell, I hope he finds himself in the face punching booth forever. Because, oh my god.
That reminds me of that one image that keeps going around of that like woman with the short hair and like the Mega Milk T-shirt.
Oh god! Like I almost want to see that. Remember in The Simpsons when Smithers was forced to go to a strip club and the two girls were gyrating next to him, and he's in the corner going ah. Like Tucker is just like that, but with the Mega Milk and Opie shirts. Oh god! And apparently, there's also things called inflation porn. Oh god!
In fact, I learned about a whole bunch of porn, and now I'm gonna list them off with visual examples. Here we have
feet.
This is called a cake fart.
Cake farts.
And if you think farts only stop at cakes, I want to introduce you to the fart suit.
Wow. I'm learning so much, Tucker. Tell me more. This is the most educational you've ever been.
This is the most watched TV show in America. And he's there talking about this.
Look, with comedy routines like this, I'm surprised it's not everyone isn't watching every fucking night.
So what's going on here? Well, you know exactly
White guys
what's going on here. Let's stop
face.
pretending.
Matters.
Women may not see it right away because generally their lives are not defined by their sex drives. But if you're a man, you get it instantly. What is this about? It's about sex. Stephen Hanna is enlisting other people's children in his sexual fantasies.
Fantasies.
Okay, those are stupidly large.
They are ridiculous.
That is
looking,
weird.
But I've seen women, like I've seen cis women wearing like having like ridiculous prosthetics, and I don't just mean boobs, but like there was this girl. I got my teeth done, bleached, but the guy also did Botox injections for lips, and he was very strange. He told me all like these like personal things from the girls who would come in and out, and I'd be kind of like. I'd have my mouth open so it'd be clear. I couldn't like correct him or be like, I don't really want to know any of this. But one thing he said that stuck out, he was like, show me the picture of this woman's lips. And they were already huge, and she apparently was in just before me wanting to get them bigger. And he said, if I do it anymore, she won't be able to form words. And I was like, because remember my mouth was getting like cleaned like crazy. I was like, but I was thinking like, okay, yeah, that's a bit much. Like,
yeah,
this is,
and to be fair too, like if I was in this teacher's class, like okay, my teacher's a man, and then suddenly he shows up with this one day, I would fucking report that to somebody too.
Yeah,
like,
that's
fucking weird.
If that's what happened, I might say something like,
if they start doing it on to the kids, then yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, even aside from that, like him just showing up with this thing out of nowhere, like that size out of nowhere, like that's weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's
like there's something going on with this guy.
We're all in agreement there. This is not the norm.
Yeah.
But what is the norm these days?
Obviously, Tucker's overreacting, but
I mean, to take it out of a school for a second. If I am an overweight, like, man, I got a big old beard, I got curly Jew hair, and I go back to the office now. People know who I am and what I look like. I don't know if this person showed up to work this day dressed this way out of the blue.
No, apparently they did it for a while.
Okay. Again, was it at some point out of the blue, or was it something that was eased into? Is he trans? If trans, is she trans? Or is it drag? Or is it some other statement? I need more. But yeah, even if this is out of the blue in any workplace, then yeah, I would say something too. Yeah. I wouldn't go on a fucking Tucker tirade because no one is Tucker Carlson, and anyone who takes him seriously deserves at least one punch for every punch Tucker himself deserves. But that's neither here nor there.
No, I would definitely be wondering, but I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that pervert can't come near my kids. I'd be just there like, oh, okay, so I guess this is who you are? And I'd ask them like straightforward questions like, doesn't it hurt your back? I asked them like practical questions.
And why?
Like, did you go online?
Why so big? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Like, I mean, if I'm his coworker, I'm like, hey, what's going on, Steve?
You look different. Yeah. Did you get a haircut?
Is today Halloween? Like.
Also, I entirely agree with what August just said in chat.
Go on.
I agree
I'm not
too.
really comfortable with Tucker Carlson saying the words sexual fantasies or having them.
Look. The hard fact of life here, August and everyone, is that he definitely does have deeply repressed sexual fantasies. How else? How else?
The same with fucking Ben Shapiro too.
Yep.
Emphasis on deeply.
A lot of them do. It's very rare that you find them that are like really open sexual, because of course sexuality is abhorrent to conservatism. Even like really masculine, like dude, Andrew Tate, I suppose, would be someone on the right who would be able to go around going, I fuck whoever I want. Okay, but your problem isn't that you're suppressed, it's that maybe you should be suppressed, considering the shit that you get into. Or Jared, who likes, although he doesn't have any partners to fuck around with. Speaking of, we'll be looking at something from Jared. Well, not from Jared, but about Jared in a minute.
Spoilers.
His tastes are definitely something that need to be suppressed. But this is a.
Can we make sure that map stays a no map?
Yeah, forever. I never watched this in its full. Just that I remember watching a few seconds of it and going like, "Oh, this is good." So let's see. It's from Jeff.
Gone paste and my face is plastic. Having a gangbang to Jackson 5. Right. I'm a ratchet guy. Lost my wife for a black goodbye. No, don't talk to me unless it's an emergency. I gotta take a number 3. That's a piss and a shit and a wank in a tree.
Alright, we got our first rap of the night, but it wasn't cringe.
Oh, there, can I fill your hole? She took one.
This is fucking awesome.
Look, and she told me no, I got a wife at home and she hates me. I sleep outside cause she makes me. Big bowl of the cocaine, that's me breakfast. I tried crack once, I just wanted to test it and I'm hooked now. I could marry my pipe, my wife wouldn't care, she just wants me to die. It's
Oh.
Wow.
That got a bit real.
All those guys are fucking old as shit. That's what happens when you get married.
Yeah, they're only 23.
I mean, I mean, legit. That song, like, it was surprisingly good. Like,
yeah,
it was like, way better than it should be.
Yeah, like I sniff glue. That's actually no, hold on. Find a nice balance where I can hear you guys and hear the song.
The gang back to Jackson 5, right? I'm a ratchet guy. Lost my wife for a black goodbye. No, don't talk to me unless it's an emergency. I gotta take a number 3. That's a piss and a shit and a wank in a tree. I said, hello there, can I fill your hole? She took one look and she told me no. I got a wife at home and she hates me. I sleep outside cause she makes me. Big bowl of the cocaine, that's my breakfast. I tried crack once, I just wanted to test it and I'm hooked now. I could marry my pipe. My wife wouldn't care, she just wants me to die. It's
this is why English ad campaigns for Parliament are far superior than American ones. You know, we just go.
I mean, American ads.
All right, I'd vote for that guy.
I did. I just used one of our famous Democratic fake ballot techniques to infiltrate the whatever election's going on right now and write him in. I just did it. That's how we work now in democracy.
Those guys are
you're a
better
sweet
than
boy.
the fucking Island Boys.
Oh, but the league's better. Fuck the Island Boys.
Everybody's better than that.
Oh,
I farted better.
Even Cobes.
Well, we get into Cobes too. But here's the only Gucci's of tonight. I have no idea what it is. It's fairly new. And Discord RV fleeing the scene after Gucci's gets chased by a crackhead.
Wait, is this a specific crackhead? Because it's capitalized crackhead. Is this somebody's name?
By
Crackhead TM.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Of Crackhead Industries.
Mm-hmm.
That or they changed their mind on their title capitalization convention.
Crackhead Incorporated.
Yeah.
I like the mouth close up.
Oh, are you part of a band?
Stop filming me. Don't film me.
Don't film me.
Phone off and stop filming me, please.
Okay.
What are you doing, dude?
Stop building me, please.
Turn your phone away somewhere else. I don't want to be filmed.
Okay, I'm just freaking out because I don't want to go to the hospital.
What the fuck? Did she just go up to a random person while crying and tell him that?
Yeah. Are you surprised? It's Gucci's.
I just want to distract myself and I don't know what to
Human
do.
train wreck.
I thought she was gonna go for the Bacardi. Why do I this year have to go to the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to distract myself and I don't know what to do. Was her attempted distraction to walk up to a stranger with a camera, weeping and sniveling?
Yes.
No.
Just checking.
She sometimes does that. She sometimes just like causes bullshit for no reason. Maybe there's an end game with
I
her.
don't know what to do.
Is she in one sock?
Okay, is she the crackhead? I feel like
Yeah, Discord or
Two Guns, have you never seen her footage before?
very, very little.
You would not be
little. But
asking that question if you'd
I'm-
seen more than 5 seconds of her.
I mean, I know she's fucking nuts, but like, questioning the title is all.
Yeah.
Oh,
porn
get
time.
them digits out my face.
Somebody,
Oh my god.
somebody send that to fucking Tucker Carlson.
Do it again.
Oh my god.
No. No.
Foot porn combined with farting.
Footboard, farting, crying girl.
Also,
I know
no,
that's,
J. Troy Doe, stop it.
August, this is a masterclass
Stop it right
in Tucker
now,
Carlson's
Troy.
preferences.
The boyfriend of Abby Petito got the wrong girl.
No,
Dark,
it's
I'm
actually
sorry.
purple though, look.
No.
That's not dirt. That's my bruise.
Put in Gigi's face.
Look at that bruise.
Mistletoe.
I don't.
Hey, to any foot lovers in
Yeah.
the chat, this is your future. This is your future. Never
I really
forget
want to go
that.
to the hospital though. I hate going to the hospital. I really don't want to go to the hospital. I'm trying like my hardest to be an adult about it. Oh my god,
great
there's
job,
like
Todd.
oh. There's like an old guy yelling at the fucking wind.
So I have to film it.
Mister! Mister! Ouch! Ouch!
She wants it so bad that she's running.
Hey, mister!
She's being chased by a crackhead. She is the crackhead!
What?
Yeah.
You dropped your hemorrhoid?
No, I didn't. You dropped yours.
No, I...
Drops your bomb.
Ouch! You just hit me! Help me!
What the fuck?
This is like, this is peak Gucci's right now.
This is just...
He hit me!
This is literally gonna be held up in like some sort of hospital.
He hit me.
Oh my god!
What's up? Why she want to come out here and take my picture?
Go back. Leave her alone.
Why she want to come out here and take my picture with her goddamn phone?
Go back, RV.
I will break that fucking phone, dude.
She's deleting it. Just go back.
You don't
to
know
your
who the
RV.
fuck you're fucking with, dude.
You ready? Go back to your RV.
I will break
Go back to
her
your
fucking
RV.
phone, dude.
Go back to your RV.
Now fuck your RV off where you can't
Wow,
die.
I thought Bum Fights was finished, but it's still going along and well.
Lost. You don't even know who you're fucking with, do you?
Oh, you don't know who you just fucked with.
You don't know who you're fucking with, do you?
It's very great.
You don't know who I know.
Yeah,
Well, I'd love someone to explain who the fuck is fucking with who, okay? Because it seems to be very confusing right now.
I don't
Someone
see
is
any fucking going on, and I'm glad about that.
Yeah, I don't want to see any fucking going on in this situation.
Find
Zero
out,
fucks
y'all,
given.
Also, I would like to hear one of these people explain to me how somebody can drop a hemorrhoid.
Alright, I'm fucking this game.
Don't come in here, dude.
Because I think if I were to drop a hemorrhoid, I would not want it back.
fucking shoes.
Fuck.
Dropped your hammer. Where are my
Yeah.
fucking shoes?
I think it might be referring to a kid.
Yo.
Where's my shoes? Now.
This new
It's
version
not a
of
nice
Red
thing to
Riding
call
Hood
your
is
kids.
Wow, man.
This is why I don't go live.
This is why I don't go
Yeah.
live? What the fuck? That's a lie. Look
Been
at
live
the
this whole time. What?
sheer state of bullshit that's around her. Like, just look at all the trash, the dirty clothes that don't get washed.
Good thing you didn't know you were taking
Trash.
multiple pictures in
I've
succession.
already got a space
At
to
60
put it
frames
all.
per second.
She can't see all the trash unless she looks in the mirror first.
JJ.
Judge.
Snitches.
Yeah. Well, he fucking threw the wire over there.
But he won't do nothing against JJ.
JJ was being a piece of shit to me all fucking this morning, so I don't give a
All right.
fuck.
Well,
That would seem to be the...
I think
I
we've
will
kind of
snitch
gone
on him,
past
he's
the
a piece
point,
of
haven't we?
Yeah. Unless crazy crackhead guy comes back. Although, you know what? I think he's
Doesn't
the
look
most
like it.
sanest person of that entire thing. So... Yeah, let's we've so many other things. Actually, we're gonna. I promised Egghead we take another look at the one of his things, but we couldn't watch the whole thing, or else we'd be here all night. Egghead did another thing on Jared.
Egg bead?
Egghead.
That looks like it says egg bead on the
Egg
blurry
bead.
thing.
Good old egg bead. Now, if you don't know, we watched last week his calling out of Jared, and it was a good thing.
Yeah.
It was a good thrashing, a general good thrashing going on. But we don't really have the luxury of going through a whole other half hour. So I asked him for choice bits. He didn't get back to me, but I found it because he basically just screen caps the whole conversation that Ben and Billy narrated. So we'll just listen to that, complete with voices. Wait till we find it.
Fucking soon.
Interesting.
Pages worth dead performance.
And one being therapy.
Here we go.
You know what? People used to die from a lot of diseases and illnesses because we didn't have medicine, right?
There are many things you can do to improve mental health that don't involve drugs. You mentioned one being therapy.
I did, and that is true. It is up to your doctor to determine whether therapy alone will
I
be
remember
enough,
this.
or if there is a need to prescribe, and you absolutely can see someone else if the therapy part doesn't work.
I suppose a little bit more context is needed. Jared had a server full of probably trolls and catfishes with one or two people who have now just completely distanced themselves from him. But apparently there were some people who tried to befriend him, and he just ended up, well, fucking them over. And here's the screenshots of their relationship ending
Relationship is a giant quotation.
Doctors, to be blunt with you, can honestly go fuck themselves. They just want to push drugs for profit. Like I said, there's no difference between them and thugs on the street. Okay, no, that is just not true, and that's really insulting to me as someone who wants to work taking care of animals. I didn't say vets, I said doctors. Big difference. It's no different.
So Carrie Marie is going to veterinarian school. There were like a ton more DMs earlier that it's like it would take forever to go through all of them, so I kind of like got towards the end here. But yeah, Carrie Marie, the Southern Belle, is also a veterinary student.
Well, I see it as different. You still take an oath to help people. Well, no, you take an oath to help animals, not people.
Well, people's animals.
Okay, that's true. Not saying they're all bad, but a lot of them are. That's just how I see it. Sorry you aren't going to change my mind, but I appreciate you trying to help me. Help me. The fact that you think in this awful way is really just evidence that you need to see someone because that isn't correct or healthy. Sweetheart, I may be crazy, but you can thank this world for that. No. You don't get to call me that after trashing healthcare like that. You need to be responsible for taking care of yourself.
I could handle the doxing, the terrible hygiene, and the fact that you like little kids, but you do not besmirch the great name of healthcare.
I'll trash everyone equally. Feel better? Fuck doctors, businessmen, and goddamn grocery baggers for that matter.
He hates grocery baggers.
Fuck them. What? What did grocery baggers ever do to you? They're just willing slaves to a system that hates them. People sell their souls for nothing. It's pathetic. And I was guilty of this too. Thankfully, I learned to see the world for what it really is.
He acts like working at Jack in the Box for a little bit was like him just being part of the system.
Why do you think he's so angry at grocery beggars specifically? Do you think he used to be one?
No, I think that maybe one of them was like attractive and he didn't even say anything to her. She just like packed away his groceries, and then he made this whole diatribe up in his head about how the conversation went, and now he's just lashing out at them too.
I'm homeless and
starved. Yeah, that sounds
So is working
accurate.
at a grocery store really that evil? Exactly. That's the only difference between work and slavery. Work gives you the option to starve on the streets. If you lived in the middle of the woods, you would still have to work to live.
Take care of
You just wouldn't be using money. Yes, but I would be my own boss. Wouldn't have to answer to anyone. At the end of the day, that's
He's
all
a real
I
ass
want.
man.
You might have to answer to a hungry bear that will absolutely be stronger and faster and shiver in the cold rain. At this point, I'm willing to take that risk. The world has nothing
Jared, well known for being able to take on a bear.
for me.
Yes, Kung Fu.
Okay, you're just a crazy person.
He has been bulking.
After all, I'm still here and didn't blow my brains
like
out.
Pumbaa
That in
in
itself
Lion
shows
King,
how I
just
haven't given up
mouth of that
completely.
bear.
I know that I'm crazy, but I also know that I'm not a simp. I don't know what's wrong with you, but life is not as bad or as hard as you make it sound. Please go get help because none of this is okay.
This is like a scene from like a soap opera that you're acting out here.
Life is hard when you don't become a simp. I'm not like one of these pussies, the ones you see on YouTube with the colored hair. A simp for what? For eating and having a place to live? A simp for the system, that's who.
I don't want to work because work is hard.
The system is the fact that you need calories to consume and shelter to stay warm. And people just figured out better ways to do that than with pointy sticks. We don't need masters. We can be our...
Why the hell doesn't he just go out to the woods then? What's stopping him? Technically, he won't need a penny. He could just go out to the woods and, like...
Work. That would take effort. That's
yeah,
why.
Exactly. And he'd get scared when he'd hear like an owl hooting at night, you know? He'd just be huddled around a fire that he failed to make. It would be just like this bundle of wet leaves and like twisted sticks that he was just like trying to get started over and over again with some flint. And eventually he just cuts himself. He's hurt that much. But Jared thinks that like real men live out in the woods. Some do. So maybe he should drop the internet and go and try it. You know? But where he lives is the most urban place in the world. His parents' house in his bedroom that he's lived in since he was a child. And most likely...
He still is a child.
Yeah, he
mentally.
Physically...
He thinks like a child, he acts like a child, and he's attracted to children, so, you know.
Yeah. And I didn't know this. He's almost 40.
Really?
He's older than me. It's just... Dude is so asinine. I don't think he understands what words mean half the time, or that they're meant to have meaning at all. I think he just says it because he thinks it sounds cool at the time, but he has no inherent. Because if he was given like a job that he wouldn't have to do anything, just given a lump of week, he would just snatch that up. No, even if it was like the most scummy sort of corporate job in the world.
Yeah, probably.
Own boss. Live how you want.
I gotta
The
pause
system
here.
just doesn't-
If I could. Yeah, I gotta go. My dad's in town, so I'm gonna go get dinner with him. But thanks for having me on. man.
Absolutely. No worries.
Have fun.
Later, boys.
You want to see it?
Boy.
And you know what? We've got so many other things to do that we're kind of going like 3 things down the rabbit hole with this. We might as well just if you guys want to go and watch more of this, trust me, Jared is like so fucking insane.
Highly milkable.
But go and watch him on DP, or go and watch Egghead's video, which is what we're looking at right now.
He's rich in lol milk.
But we have other things we need to watch. We're actually a bit top-loaded, so to speak. So
like that teacher earlier.
Very top-loaded in that case. Let's watch more Cringe Rap.
Oh God, this is gonna be terrible. I can tell already.
12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate this year. My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution. I tried to get another conservative to run. Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done. I'm pro-religious freedom, pro-life, pro-police, the right to bear arms and the right to free speech. I want less government control and regulation, want to stop and expose all political corruption where...
That doesn't even rhyme! What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Integrity,
it's extra cringe when somebody puts like God or something like that on
Government
their
programs should lead to
like,
self-sufficiency and support
billboard ads.
traditional family as the fundamental unit of society. But in schools, they are pushing for new beliefs. And just to clarify, as a female adult,
Are they? What are they?
I know what a woman is.
What?
Oh God.
And did she just do the Trump?
Oh great, throw in transphobia at the end of your ad. Good idea.
Hey, Utah District 12, listen up right here. There's a new name on the ballot for the Senate.
Oh, it just repeats. Her voice is incredibly soft. You know, the fact is, she's like the sort of person you think like would be at the bake sale handing out free muffins, you know? And I bet she is, but it'd be like at a turf bake sale or some shit like that. No, that would be too
exactly
because there'd be too many lesbians there. A chastity, a sort of a chastity ring celebration. That's when she hangs out the promise rings. They'd hand out the muffins for that. She is... Cringe can still be evil. Like, but in her case, she's just... I mean, she's obviously from Utah also already. That's kind of a bit... okay. Sorry, Bill, but you know better than we do. There's a lot of no people in your state. That's because
this is definitely cringe that is also at least a little bit evil.
I say a smidge.
Evil Bizarro World, Betty White says Skip.
Now this is something that I had almost completely forgot. Did you ever play the game on the PS2 called The Dog's Life?
No.
Very strange, surreal game, and it ends. Well, this is the ending. So,
based on the movie?
No.
Wasn't that a movie?
I think there was a dog.
How did they do Flying bones. Oh. Flying bones, okay.
Has a sort of courage cowardly dog
Fuck.
vibe.
Why is that house haunted?
Oh, sorry, Miss Peaches. You disgust me, you filthy little man. Yes, Miss Peaches. But you two aren't complete.
Who does that remind you of? He looks like someone.
Filthy little man. Yes, Miss.
Egghead's friend.
Yes! Yes!
But you two aren't complete.
I forget the name.
In fact, you have done well.
We have?
One of those Clarksville dogs is perfect for my purposes. Nice and clean. Lean yet tender.
Uh-oh.
She will make a soft and sensitive treat. Sliced.
Don't worry. She's not going to do what we thought she was going to do. She's just going to turn them into cat food. Much better than the other thing we were thinking of.
Diced and mashed into a delicious pate by the big machine. Once I have tested it on her, full production will commence.
Can I ask a question, Miss P?
You realize you're only going to get a few items out of this one dog?
Miss Peaches is in a
it's not like a big
generous
money
mood
maker or
today.
anything.
Ask, and you shall be answered.
You're not gonna hurt that little doggy, now are ya?
The actress they got for this part is just really going for it, isn't she?
You could be so hands back in the fucking video games.
Well, that happened.
It did. We now know the evil, the villain's motivation. And here's the finale.
What's this? The big machine. Something tells me that Miss Peaches isn't making ordinary cat food.
Hold on. I thought the dog was female.
My gosh. Daisy! Daisy! She can't hear me. Daisy!
Oh,
I've got to turn off the big machine.
The player's
But
male,
how?
but the dog she was talking about was not. Okay.
You have to save the princess, basically.
Stop her. You gotta stop her from getting fridged. Is she like drugged or something? Why is she just sitting on the conveyor belt?
Sound effects, so it's
Not great. They outright said that, yes.
okay, so this is just figuring out the last of the puzzles. But that's not really the part. This here, the most replayed part, is kind of the
I did it. I rescued Daisy.
Is
Oh,
this the
yes.
sequel to Stray?
She will be mine.
No, it's the prequel. Now the dogs are gonna
Thought you'd
fuck.
outwit Miss Peaches, didn't you, you disgusting creatures? Now you will both be transformed into nice, gooey food for my precious kitty cats. Get your doggy asses into the big machine.
Speaking of food, I had beans and cabbages for supper. Take this, cat lady.
Was it?
I think so. Oh. Well. This is getting...
She fell asleep because of a fart.
Miss Peaches, cat food.
I'll get you for this, you horrible hounds! I'll track you down! I'll slice
Well,
you!
that-
I'll dice you! I'll
That was
mash
less
you!
harmful than
If it's the
expected.
last thing you see me...
Slicing. Dicing, mashing. Miss Peaches.
They put her into a can before they dice her out.
Cat food.
I know. Now we got smaller cats.
Well, that's just logical.
Didn't they do the same thing in King of the Hill? The episode they never aired where the guy got turned into sausages.
Well, how would I know if they never aired it?
Because you can still see the clips of it. They released it years later, and you can still see the clips of it on YouTube. But
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was. This guy had like this pig mask on and like little pig ears, and he fell into the machine. He was trying to kill. I think he was trying to kill Luan, and he said he slips and he falls into the machine, and yeah. You know what? This tells good, valuable life lessons, like how it's not a stable business model to cut up dogs.
I mean, it's not a good business model to like aim specifically at one particular dog that's only going to be a very small amount of dog or cat food cans.
Right?
Tell that to the Chinese.
You know? Well, no, they have a whole farm of multiple dogs.
Yeah, I've seen enough footage of the dog markets. Ooh, we're gonna do one cringe rap and then one non-rap, and then one cringe rap, then one non-rap.
Humble Greatness did this one.
What is a Bicky mood?
Oh, this is glorious. This is so fucking glorious.
Humpback chunk.
Humpback chunk, bitchy mood.
Bicky.
Bitch. B-I...
Yeah, but with the blurry screen that we're getting, it looked like two C's.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Bicky.
I just love this.
Man, what's good, bro? What you doing?
Hey, what's good with your fam?
Damn.
Man, she on that bitchy mood shit. Her and this attitude, I can't take that shit, bro, man. Where y'all at?
I see where the chunk part comes from.
Hey, you know I got your speaker. The fellas are here, man. What's good with it,
she bitching you out again?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I ain't crying. I'm just hurt right now. Feel me?
Hey, yo, you want us to pull up on you?
Pull up. That's a dude wearing a sports bra. I don't know what to say.
No, yeah, we're gonna smoke this up. We got some of that good.
Alright, we'll be there in a minute. Shit, you know, bring that. I need to hit that shit right now.
Alright, man. We'll get with you. Alright, we'll be on our way.
It's good that we have this establishing prequel
Easy
lore.
beat.
Man, why you keep acting like this?
I'm so
What the
over
hell is
it.
the point of that?
Maybe a treasure troll.
Humpback chunk. Shit,
Yes.
I'll even take your bitchy moves.
Anything your bitchy move?
Yay.
Oh, good, auto-tune.
Humpback chunk. Baby, I'm with you.
Ugh.
You and your bitchy move.
Please don't use that word,
Damn,
lady.
shawty got it.
I don't need to see this troll calling people baby.
Oh, it gets better.
You and your bitchy move.
That's it. It's Vietnamese.
I like to fuck. I like to rub. Make you just nut, a slap on your butt. Damn, I just nutted. Your tongue on my clit. Damn, that shit hit. You're making me drip. Damn, I just nutted. Put my hand around her throat. She choke. She got an attitude.
My dick is
on
inverted
swole.
like a
Deliver that dick.
turtle's
Go.
fucking
Bitch,
head.
you got a
where it's
bitchy
fucking
attitude.
one side
Oh
to the
no.
back side.
Spread them legs and
fleeing
get
from
in the
this.
bed. Get her all up in the bed. Pull the shorty to the headboard. On some nigga shit, ain't that some shit? Woo.
Skip
Bitchy
is calling this
attitude.
blackface
Hongo.
Davisha.
I give her that dick, she gon' moan. Then I give her this tongue, make her fucking run. And baby talking all the shit, baby shut up. Yeah, you got an attitude, choke you up. Put your legs by the bed, let me beat it up. Yeah, don't fuck with a lame nigga. Huh, bitchy attitude, tame nigga. Baby, I'm with you.
mean, I wouldn't be impressed either.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, damn, shawty got an attitude.
There ain't no fries.
An attitude.
You and your bitchin' move.
Also, I like our Asian subtitles.
I like to rub.
Yeah.
Make you just nut a slap on your butt. Damn, I just nutted. Your tongue on my clit. Damn, that shit hit. You're making me drip. Damn, I just nutted. I just nutted. She just nutted. I fucked her in the bathroom, gone in public. What you talking about? I'm eating it out. Yeah, I hit the pussy, I ain't from the south. Yeah, I'ma get it down, get it wet. Licking the pussy all in the guts and that shit. Ooh, I ain't got a real dick though, but I got a strap in and give her that D though. Yeah, hit the flow. She hit the flow. She made a moan. I made her groan. I was groaning too. It was really crazy. I guarded the bit, cause I'm real lazy. Big baby, coming through the shit. It's a freestyle.
I can't figure out what gender this thing
What you
is.
gon' do, baby? I'm with you. Even with
All
your
I know is
attitude, I'ma get it, boo. Baby,
it's
I'm
Sweat
with you.
Ranch for blue.
Yes. No. I disagree. Sweat's Crisco.
Oh, damn, shawty got an attitude. Get rid of that ugly attitude. You and your bitchin' move. Yeah, I like to fuck. I like
Also,
to
what does being in a bitch mood have to do with singing about fucking?
Damn, I just nutted. Your tongue on my clit.
This song is gibberish.
You're making me drip. Damn.
I honestly think that she's like that bad in bed that she's pissed her off. And now she's like, oh shit, what have I done? Oh well, I'm gonna write a song about it.
Well, she forgot the snacks.
Baby, I'm with you.
Yo, you said we were gonna eat out.
Baby, I'm
that's what you meant.
You and your bitch, you move. Man, fuck them bitches. Oh, damn, shawty got an attitude. Get rid of that ugly attitude. You and your
I like the bling cup. You notice that?
I like to fuck. I like to rub. Make you just nut a slap on your butt.
I fucking swear to Christ, I hate myself. Anyone watched the Clone Wars animated show, the CG one? You get to see Jabba the Hutt's sister.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I think we just did, yeah.
Yeah.
Am I just nut?
I need to see that remix now.
You're making me drip. Down.
What, was she meditating? Oh god. You know what? I love it. I love it. I wish I had this clout. I wish I had this energy. What the fuck's this? Chipotle worker fire after calling out a $3 burrito hack customer. What the fuck? It's a lot of work. Fired after calling a customer who ordered a $3 burrito hack to his face. When I post that video, it was all fun and games. Like, got permission customer. Oh, okay. So let's see the video.
All I'm saying is TikTok, you got me messed up. Because somebody just ordered these tacos, right? On top of ordering these tacos, they want 2 sides of tomato, 2 sides of green, 2 sides of sour cream, a side of corn, a side of black, a side of brown rice, and a side of white rice. TikTok, you got me messed up because I'm not gonna make this. Look at all of this. You got this on TikTok. Yes, I did.
saw this thing, actually.
I never did this my first time trying. I'm never doing that again.
That seems like so much work
I
for
saw.
nothing.
Yeah, I saw people talking about this before. Like, basically, the idea is you can get so many free sides that you can assemble them into basically a free burrito.
Yeah. Obviously, she doesn't give a fuck because, you know, she's getting paid either way. But like, so yeah, you might as well just get another like $3. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. He's gaming the system, and respect. This is how you overthrow the bourgeoisie. But
as a fucking minimum wage. Yeah.
Yeah, like that Starbucks thing I was talking about earlier. Fuck all that effort. She could be doing anything. Doesn't have to put up with that shit. And at least if she's gonna cook, she should be cooking an actual meal, right? Oh god, soon, my pretties. But oh yeah, have you seen this? It's begun for real. Squid Games without the death, as far as we're aware. It's starting to get casting now.
I want to be a guard.
That was the circles, wasn't it? Or was it the triangles?
I have no clue. I just want to be a guard.
Largest casting in reality TV history. 456 real players will enter the game to pursue real life challenge. Cash prize of just shy of 5 million. Do you have what it takes to win the Squid Game? This round, frontman is search of English language speakers from any part of the world. The game is worst fate is going.
Sorry, I have breaking important news. The Dono link is missing.
Fuck. That's what I do for doing it on that's what I do for doing it on an order. Dono time.
All right, just toss it in chat maybe.
Yeah. I still have the video details up. Streamlabs, it's still there. Streamlabs. My name, Tip. You might have to reload the stream, and it should be there. Yeah, copy and paste it back, and that should do it. And yeah, if anyone has the actual link, just toss it into the chat. It's
I don't, but I'm sure you can.
Dave. Yeah, this should not be happening. Edit. Render. Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. My bad. Paste.
Oops.
There. Just type in Dono. And there. That's what I get for not doing this doing a little bit more preambling. I do apologize. I do. Yeah, the Dono link should be there. And by the way, if anyone actually donates, I will do the arm curls. The weights are right there. Any excuse to do them. And no excuse at all. But still. Yeah, this is like this round, frontman is searching or speaking. Like, let's try global casting. See what we get here. Challenge for global. You've seen the drama, now you chance to take part in Netflix's biggest social experiment. Supersized, unscripted show, script the world's drama, real life players, and immerse iconic Squid Game universe. Never know what's coming next. Compete serious, heart-stopping games. Become the sole survivor. Walk away with life-changing cash prizes. With fortune up to grabs. Who will be allied? Who will trust? Who will betray? Ultimate test of character. Please note, win or lose, all players will leave unscathed. But if you win big. Boo! Go fucking balls deep. If we're gonna live in this dystopian nightmare, at least do it to the death. You know?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's not South Korea; it's North Korea promoting this.
Wait.
Ew.
How could they? How could Netflix get up to North Korea?
I don't know, but I mean, it's Squid Games. Yeah, let's kill all of our subjects in this dystopian sort of fucking game.
Like here's the actual register and shit. Would I want to do it for 5 million? Yes, but I don't think I'd last very long. I'd probably die in the gunfire range. Just by not by like any stupidity on my part, but because maybe someone would just fling me onto the ground and then I'd be hit. I'd be taken out by someone else's greed fairly early on, which is smart because if I got in a position of like the meal at the end of the show, spoilers by the way, I would definitely be already kind of eyeing someone up, going, this is a knife I see they gave me, and there's only how many of us left? Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'd be like, you know what? I've already got to go to hell. I might as well go to hell rich. You know. Okay, so let's get to something that let's see. We did Cringe. We did Storms. We looked at the boobs. Cobes. It's Cobes time. We look at some animated Cobes, because I found out there's 2 animated Cobes channels.
Animators, even.
Yeah. Let's see where are they. Here's the first one.
I've seen this.
By the way, guys, if you're enjoying yourselves, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check the full links now down in the doobly-doo, including for donations, if anyone wants to throw any currency our way. And as well as there, you'll find links to my Discord, Twitter, and Twitch, as well as Krendar's all in one. And I checked this time, so there will be. Let's see.
This cute goth chick walking downtown yesterday. Show did. And as I was walking away, I made the comments. I said, damn, that's a cute goth chick. She had some badass makeup on. And literally, no sooner did I say, that's a cute goth chick, her boyfriend got a little pissed off. And
like how the Virgin is also like transparent. He's so soy, he's just become water.
He literally said, hey Cobra, she's mine, back off. Sizing her boyfriend up, the guy's a shrimp shit, he's got no muscle. So I was laughing at it and it got me thinking. And like, as I'm walking away, I'm just saying to myself, don't be an asshole, Cobra, just keep walking. But on the way down to the bank, I passed a couple who was jogging downtown, and I rode close to that chick without hitting her, just close enough so she could get a whiff of my tactical soap and that God of War pheromone beard oil. And as I was riding away, she's like,
smug
holy
face.
shit, that dude smells good. Dude next to her is like, and I shouted out, tactical soap, baby. And that dude said, I am sold. I'm at the post office, and my dad has to fill out these forms for 2 of the wands, which are going international. I see my dad list my wand as toy wands, or a toy wand. I looked at my dad, I'm like, yo, Dad, these aren't toys, man. These are the real deal. And he looks at me and he goes, that's just how they're shipped, bud. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So the postmaster in front of the computer is just sitting there,
and everyone clapped,
doing their thing, you know. I pull up my wand and I point it at the postmaster's computer. The postmaster was like, "Okay, that's weird." The
computer to animate his actual like events.
And then I'm like, "Oops, I better quit playing with this in public." And then I put it back in my coat pocket.
Actually, I don't think it's even that bad. I just think people just ignore him, and he just thinks that like. Oh, they all secretly wish something like this would happen, yeah.
A bunch of people standing in line right behind us going, whoa, dude, this guy knows real magic.
I do love the watermarks on them. You can still see, like, the stock footage. The Shutterstock.
Was that a continuation of his day? Like, was that a full day of
that was his. That wasn't even the full day. We're not going to go through all of them, but yeah, that would have been like a third of it. Then he ran off and picked up a dragon. You know, they flew off together and they battled an evil wizard who was also a smoking hot.
And then they made sweet love, by which I mean him and the dragon, not the sorceress.
Depending on the context, dragon could be hot. Also, you don't want to piss off a dragon. If they want to fuck you, they're going to fuck you. You know? What are you going to do? Reject them?
By the way, just want to interject really quickly. Have you heard of, apparently there's some weird new trend of people cooking chicken in NyQuil?
No.
Have you heard of this shit?
NyQuil chicken.
And getting themselves, and hurting themselves because of the way it super concentrates the medicine.
Yeah, that would definitely be not good. What the fuck? Know your TikTok. Okay.
NyQuil chicken is a dish that involves marinating chicken in the cold and flu medication NyQuil with the intent of creating a meal that will treat sickness symptoms. NyQuil chicken, also known as sleepy chicken or bedtime chicken, has been discussed online for several years, but has recently spiked in popularity again thanks to TikTok. Here's the history of the cursed chicken dish. The earliest known mention of NyQuil chicken comes from a tweet from April 20th, 2017, captioned, "If she makes you NyQuil chicken, do not let her go." The statement is accompanied by two photos, one of raw chicken marinating in the NyQuil, and the other of the finished product, which
They look like cocoons, like moths or butterflies are going to come out of them.
remains a sickly green even when cooked. The images spread to the shitty food porn subreddit, and the questionable recipe was revisited in a YouTube video in December 2019. TikTokers began to post videos of themselves cooking NyQuil chicken in 2020, with the most notable video posted on September 4th. The TikToker made the recipe ironic, sharing that he likes to use 4/3 of the bottle and flipping the meat with a hair straightener. The video gained over 4.3 million views in just over a year.
Well, at least,
NyQuil chicken.
Well, at least it's not fucking legit. That's sort of like smoking a banana peel in a microwave, you know. But it could become like reality where some stupid kid tries it.
Chicken videos surged again on TikTok in January 2022, with content about the dish popping up on For You pages everywhere. Some TikTokers react to old images, while others whip up their own versions of the meal. Even Jimmy Fallon joked about the trend on a January 16th episode of The Tonight Show, sharing his own satirical recipe for the dish.
Next, stumble into garage, drive car straight through garage door, then drive to Taco Bell on wrong side of road, going 3 miles per hour. After that, remove shirt, demand eggplant parm and a Twinkie, then get arrested.
Though the recipe is generally seen as a joke, multiple news outlets have reported in recent days that people should not be dousing their dinners in NyQuil, urging people to only use the medication as instructed on the label. TikTok has even gone so far as to post a warning about learning to recognize harmful challenges and hoaxes for any user who tries to look up the phrase. So just in case you were thinking of making some as a midnight
Let
snack,
it happen.
Yeah, like don't do that even for a, you know, even for a lull. You'll die or you'll get really, really ill.
You become the lull.
Yeah, like.
Ooh, Ricky Berwick. What's he doing?
Oh yeah, where's? Here we go. Oh, this is good.
Ricky's winning! Shit! Oh, no! Nothing good. At least 50 horse. Oh, Tesla
Damn, he's fast.
Damn.
Yeah, Ricky!
Woo! Have a good one. Ricky's.
I like how Ricky's so popular that people will just spot him on the street.
That's awesome. Oh, he's very iconic.
Well, yeah, he does definitely stand out, you know? It's kind of hard to miss Ricky.
Or does he? I don't think he stands at all.
I was waiting for one of you to say that. It's something like in the brain. Just...
Are these the guys that wanted to race Ricky?
Paddling the stool canoe. Oh, you know that's a paddling. It looks like wrecked. Oh shit! This is a little old, but this is fucking crazy. You see,
this is a semi that overturned and lost its load here. It has also involved this box truck that's on a little bit further east there. Involved this box truck that they're being loaded right there now. This semi overturned right at I-40, right where the on-ramp is to go to the new Turnpike Spur here. It is also the Mustang on-ramp. When you get off Mustang to get onto I-40 eastbound, that's also the Mustang on-ramp. That is completely shut down due to, he's all the way across the lanes there. So they already got the wreckers here, but there is a lot of stuff to clean up. So this Turnpike Spur and Mustang on-ramp here at I-40 will probably be closed for quite some time. Jim Garpoint live from Bob Mills.
But you're gonna get tons of free dildos.
Jim, can you tell what he's carrying there? What's all over the road?
And you?
He really wants to know.
It's a mess for sure. That's the latest. I-40 eastbound.
Well,
Looks like some.
Not. We're zooming in. Not really. Maybe you
Some
can
type of
tell.
parcel.
I can't tell. You know.
He knows what it is. He's just not
Good
saying
thing
it.
about this too is the driver's not injured.
Good.
There's no injuries, but there's a lot of stuff laying on the road. Whatever it is, it's
There's a
gonna take
lot
while
of
to
dicks
clean
down
up.
there.
All right. Jim Gardner over the scene, and Bob Mills, Sky News 9 again. I-40 eastbound.
On its way to Nick Fuentes' house.
That whole truck was just Nick's order.
Oh no! I was gonna paint them with swastikas on. It will be based.
Based and red pilled. Based and cat pilled.
Based in red dildo.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get detention, listen to my rap on education. I'm your teacher, it's not like you have a choice. You're gonna have to listen to my voice. The school system in France may not be perfect. Hour after hour, subject after subject, 7 hours a day, sitting on a chair, listening to teachers.
7 hours?
You just don't care about Taylor's, Plato,
That's
and
fucked.
World War I and II. You feel there's so much more you could do. You may be feeling you're wasting your time in class. First French, then physics, then English, then math. One day, 1 week, 1 month, it's so vain. Doing the same things again and again. You're only waiting.
I love the pitbull angrily throbbing.
Vacation. Is that what they call getting an education? If we are all just another
Just
brick
rhyme
in the wall,
education with education.
why do we bother coming to school at
Yep.
all? But hold on
Also,
a minute.
like the Pink
Try
Floyd
to think
reference.
outside the box. Look out the window. Stop looking at the clocks. If you didn't go to school, you wouldn't understand me. You speak French, for sure. English, maybe. But even though I agree, some things need to be fixed. I'm pretty sure you can't learn everything on Netflix.
Damn fucking right, but we know what you can learn everything from? YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Reading and writing, for you it seems easy. You've had access to books since you were what?
We are the future.
3? Almost. Going to school by bus may feel like a strain, but some kids have to walk for hours in the rain. Going to school for them is a chance and a privilege, and what stops some of them from falling from the edge, saving them from life, pain and labor. Now I hope your life doesn't seem so sour. Education is important, there's
Labor
a thousand
and
ways to
sour,
say it.
right.
You're in France, not perfect? You're lucky, deal with it.
It might in French.
Yeah, but she sang it in English, so...
Well, fuck her.
Yeah. Appropriate.
So is she in jail now? Because I'm pretty sure doing that in doing English stuff in France is illegal. Oh no, wait, no, that's Quebec. Never mind. My mistake.
This is
Is
like,
it?
No, I don't.
Is it Quebec or Quebec?
Yeah.
Quebec.
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 What's this TikTok? Oh god.
This video is for whoever keeps sending and showing my TikToks to my ex. Send him this one. Send him this one. Curtis, ain't you
Damn.
22? Living with your 16-year-old baby mama in her grandma's house?
Oh damn.
Stealing your mama food stamp card? No car, no apartment, no nothing. You don't got shit.
Curtis.
But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how you got her pregnant when she was 13 years old. But before that, you got your sister pregnant when she was 12.
What?
But you're not going to talk about that, huh?
Curtis,
But I'm going to talk about it. This video is for whoever keeps sending and showing my TikToks to my ex.
Damn, Curtis. Curtis, you know good. You know good,
Man.
Curtis. You broken. You done. Done. Seriously though, I imagine Curtis could score you the best meth. I don't even know what he looks like. I just know that if you want meth, Curtis will be the guy to sort you out.
I think this girl's on half of it.
She's just angry because she was told she can't get any more.
She can barely talk, but at least she's not 12 and pregnant like that guy's sister.
Fucking hell.
She's
Damn.
on it, and if like Curtis fucking heard that, she's gonna be missing some teeth too.
No, she does follow-ups and such. She's actually of all people on Philip DeFranco's TikTok, and that's how he saw. That's how he saw it, and that's how I saw it. Oh, this is Dog has digestive issues, so the family made him a chair so he can actually eat.
How does that help? Oh, I like how he like knows how to put the thing down though. That's cute.
I don't know. It probably.
Does he have to be standing up to eat? Is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe something with his digestive tract or whatever.
That's cute as hell.
Yeah. Oh, this is impressive. You've probably seen this before. People using like recorders and other instruments to play games.
Oh yeah. I know a guy who used a DJ turntable to play Dark Souls.
Oh, nice.
And a piano.
Oh, glorious.
That's impressive.
I just love how it's the recorder though. I think it's Charlie who like brought the recorder back, because I just think of like the really weird songs I had to learn in school for recorders. Everything else is just, you know, like why would anyone pick it up, and then someone picks it up ironically and suddenly, wow, everyone has it again.
Everybody likes to copycat the memes.
Yeah, until eventually it becomes unironically cool. I don't care about this. This feels like I have tweet with more quotes than likes, but I'm more interested in the fight. Off in his face. He's like, you done?
Yeah.
The fucking power of a small toddler. There's 3 very strong. Don't attack random guys in the head. Sometimes you'll just realize how weak you are. You'll never guess how this ends.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Smash cut to 5 minutes later when he's walking home and there's like a pile of bloody bodies on the ground behind him.
He goes all fucking One Punch Man and just turns around and slams them into like another continent, creating a giant rift.
He takes out all 5 of them with a single punch total.
Johnny,
They're gonna be together forever.
Now she's getting the real lovin'.
Oh no, Mom!
For a second at first, I thought the tentacle was going around his ankle and it was coming from her.
I mean,
you know, like Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, of course. The thing is that we're so like, obviously it's an anime, so there's going to be tentacle monsters. But the real twist is that they're actually mother and son. Okay.
Am I too fucked up? I thought of that right away.
Every time you fall in love with your mother, a tentacle monster comes and takes her away. The song is the oldest time.
And that's what. Oh my god, we shouldn't have bombed Japan.
Yeah, they never really quite recovered, did they?
Yeah. I like how it was a double twist. Like, oh, surprise attack, and also it was your mom.
Let's want to quickly talk on this before we get into our final stuff for the evening.
Sliker?
Yeah, did you hear about him?
Nope.
He was scamming people out of money because he had a really crippling gambling addiction. But he would ask for like thousands and thousands. His fans and other streamers would give him it, and he was doing it for years. I think it was like, I think it was like 300,000. He eventually owed. Popular Twitch streamers, including some with millions of followers like SQC and Trainwreck, received these cries for help. Some agreed to lend him significant amounts of money. Others were sending, I think it was Silker, tens of thousands of dollars. Trainwreck's one of the latter and said he'd given Silker $10,000 as a gift, but had ruined.
It says Sliker.
Sliker. On the train wreck, the first gift was 45,000. Another, not long after, another Twitch streamer sent Luke AFK sent Sliker 27,000. But yeah, he just, I think is this him admitting it? Because he just outright admit that he fucked up. I'm not gonna watch Twitch. Confess to his wrongdoings on Twitch, labeled here. 20-minute long stream. Confirms that he's been lying to lots of individuals to borrow money. According to him, that's all because of his gambling addiction, initiated by in-game gambling mechanics, even though he didn't want to blame the game. It all started with gambling with Counter-Strike. Do you remember the Counter-Strike skins debacle that was going on?
Yeah, it was like knives with the combat knives and stuff.
Yeah, and the streamers
And the
that
guns, I guess.
were actually like, they owned percentages of the scamming, and they'd come out and be like, "Oh, this mechanic is great. If you only donate now, or if you chip in now, you'll get 20% off." Yeah, and it was all aimed towards kids. And then he made that terrible apology video where he had the dog. Remember that? And he's
No.
like, it started the meme of like always having a dog with an apology video.
I just know that there was crazy skin gambling going on with Counter-Strike Go. That's all I know.
Well, it's starting massive amounts of, and it was the main problem is it wasn't just gambling; it was gambling aimed towards kids, particularly.
Yeah, it sounds very scummy.
Oh, it was very scummy. And of course, now it started a massive debate over gambling on Twitch, with some people arguing that if you're going to get rid of that, why not get rid of anything that's sus, like violence or hot tub parties, or ones that would affect me getting drunk on stream.
Did you say hot dog parties?
Hot tub parties, but I said hot dog.
Oh, hot
parties.
tub.
But that's okay.
I heard dog for some reason.
If you're a dude in a pool or a hot tub, then technically it is a hot dog, isn't it?
There you go.
I am kind of hungry.
I can go for a hot dog.
I am now.
I actually, when the shop opens in about 7 hours, I'm getting some sausage rolls, which are basically hot dogs. They're just hot dogs and batter.
Basically.
Yeah. Some people are trying to get their money back. Other people are like just saying what a scumbag. It has started a massive argument and a new sort of wave of like, what is and isn't okay on Twitch. My response is, Twitch just needs to have an adult part and a kid part. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And have anything go short of like shooting up on heroin or shooting a gun up into the air. Or like, this is how you make a pipe bomb. You know, like maybe don't have video streams like that.
We need Twitch after dark.
Yeah, Twitch, like Twitch mature and Twitch family. You know, it won't solve everything. That you'll have all those weird.
And then Twitch straight up fucking.
Twitch, that should be Twitch Premium. You know.
Yeah.
Twitch VIP. You know?
I mean, Plexstorm died, so we need a new place for it. You know, Tabletopless needs a new home.
Right. All those girls who play video games topless on a Pornhub very quickly just drop the games. In fact, when Plexstorm and Twitch started to like really try to get more like, well, Plexstorm fell apart and Twitch just kind of started clamping down. A lot of those girls who are just cam girls, they're like, "Oh, thank Christ! Now I can just take my top off and jack off because I don't give a fuck about these video games." But they were like following they were following the money, which yeah, that makes sense. It's just like I honestly don't know. I don't know where I stand with it because gambling. Yeah, that can be absolutely horrible, but everyone gambles sometimes. And sometimes it can be fun. Some people aren't susceptible to it. But then I drink, and I can sometimes drink a little bit too much. And other people can go completely off the deep end, and other people don't like the vibe. So, yeah, it is kind of up in the air. That's just whatever this was shouldn't have happened. And I don't think I'm not finding anyone defending it, because he himself isn't defending it. Anyway, let's go to our speaking of hot dogs, let's go to our sausage boy. Sausage.
Lance sausage.
That's ordinary sausage. Bam. Frozen
Hold on.
hot
Spaghetti.
cider.
Oh, I need to know what spaghetto is.
Yeah, we gotta start with spaghetto.
The plural form of this noodle is called spaghetti, but when you're left with one, you're left with spaghetto. So today we're gonna make a big log of spaghetto.
That's not singular anymore. That was not smart.
Work though.
It has a distinct cat food-like smell.
He's turning it into one large
Well, all
one.
right, there's our
The world's biggest blunt, you know?
log. In the hopes that this doesn't break apart while boiling, I'm gonna dehydrate it for like an hour. Good luck, my friend. Yeah, we look at
I
our
hate this
spaghetti
guy, but I
and
love
smile.
him so much.
A brand new day. Look at this thing. I'm not gonna whack it too hard, but
whoa,
it's a thing of beauty is what it is. All right, here's hoping this thing doesn't break apart instantly. Here we go.
It's good.
Perfectly
Corn dog
sized,
vibes.
almost
Yeah.
as if it was planned. Come to Poppy. There we go. Look at you, you're exquisite. Now that this thing's been boiled for over an hour, we're gonna cut into it to see if it actually cooked. No. I would say that this has like 3 more hours to go. Yep.
They'll go a little faster than he could have.
Enough's enough. Oh God,
At least
I cut
the
it
ends
in
will
half with
anyway.
the fork. This thing's not cooking at all. It's been 3 hours and the inside is not getting cooked. But how about a little taste test? Just to say that we did. The inside's not crunchy at all, but it's uncooked in there. It tastes like spaghetti noodles with uncooked spaghetti noodles.
so what
It's
do you pop
halfway
into after
successful.
this?
We formed the log, we boiled it, but
Huh?
we just can't get that inside to cook. So I'm gonna have to give this spaghetto here a 2.5 out of 5. Bop 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 bop.
Very quick videos, but Daily Dose is out of the hospital. Oh, Daily Dose of the internet.
I didn't know he was in the hospital.
Yeah, he had a mysterious illness.
Oh, I need to see that cat.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the cat.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet. I have never seen someone that loves corn as much as this cat does.
Look at him go.
I love corn. It's got the juice.
Ow. I wonder if it's buttered or not.
Your body.
What? For a response, you little fuck.
British accent. Look up. Say, can I please have more, sir?
Can I please have more, sir?
Yes.
Oh shit.
The squirrel pulled off
Nailed
an
the
incredible escape from this bobcat.
Woo! Run, little fella.
Oh shit.
Did you
Took
know
that
that
fall
an
like a
aurora
champ.
can explode? This is called a substorm, which is when the aurora becomes incredibly bright for a brief period of time.
Whoa! Anyone here actually ever seen a aurora,
No, not in person.
bro?
Yeah, I have, but she was a stripper.
Ah, well.
Ah.
Oh, I know her.
Did she explode?
That cost extra.
Mm.
When I saw it years ago, the biggest thing that freaked me the fuck out is that it's silent. Of course, it's silent, but for some reason I think there should be noise with it. So
It feels like there should be.
yeah. So you look up and you see all this absolutely like surreal imagery, and yet you're like so hauntingly quiet.
This guy holds the world record for most claps in a minute. He averages about 18 claps every second.
I'm impressed that he can keep it up for a minute.
If you're flying in a commercial plane and it loses electrical power, they have a last resort backup plan. This is called a
jerking off. And
Yeah, I was
like...
thinking that was just like he should start like a small fire whenever he jerks off.
rat ram air turbine. The airflow causes the turbine to move, which generates just enough electricity to power the plane.
Oh, that's smart.
I remember seeing them.
What? Like, push your drink.
Can you tell which soldier has a good sense of humor?
No. That looks normal to me. Man, I don't think those brownies were normal brownies.
No. That husky is fucking stoned.
That's Gibraltar.
That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Toodles.
Toodles. Started saying toodles instead of later at the end of his videos.
Toodles.
Toodles. Alright, we'll go back to sausage.
We gotta get that guy on here.
It's not entirely without the realm possibility. He is aware of what we do, and he's given us his blessing, so I could definitely. But
We gotta invite him on.
He's actually been going through a lot of emotional shit right now, so obviously.
Yeah, I see. I mean, being in the hospital would make me feel pretty emotional.
Yeah, but even recently, he also just came back from the UK. He spent like a good few months in the UK. Frozen popsicles and brisket trimming, smoked Tabasco. Those jumping out? We looked at the rabbit, we looked at the tofu. We didn't look at the beef and goat cheese. I remember you thinking that would be good.
Oh, beet. Isn't that beet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see that one.
Well,
I forgot about that.
folks, and welcome back, guys.
I love beets and I love goat cheese.
To be honest with you, this episode wasn't my idea. This episode's actually brought to you by Spike. Someone on the Ordinary Sausage Discord server showed me this picture of a local butcher making beaten goat cheese sausage, and they said they were out of this world. But that's my thing. I make the weird sausages around here. So to prove I still got it, we're gonna make that beaten goat cheese sausage.
How dare?
Incorrectly. Probably not the right way, but we'll end up with something at the end of the day. Here we go! This one looks like it's happy to see you. I've never had a beet in my life.
What? How? How have you never had beets? I love them. They're amazing.
Wait, was I supposed to boil these first? We're going in raw. I think one beet's probably good enough. If you think I'm not gonna throw this entire log of goat cheese down the grinder, you gotta.
It's just gonna have a weird texture to it.
There we go.
Completely silent.
Clearly, this is starting to come together. Hang on there, cowboy. Beautiful! And
beautiful.
Bop! Time to get in the cheese hole. It's a whole lot of extra cheese being added to our sausage. So far it doesn't look very good. So won't you join me in pouring some salt on this and some pepper? All right, we're putting this back in the grinder to mix it. I have a feeling this might be more goat cheese than meat. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to eat
This might be amazing.
sausage.
But I think the texture will be fucked up by the raw beet.
Oh, that's a whole lot of beet juice. In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage.
Oh, ASMR.
They're like nuclear pink. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box artist, this this guy! That's a famous image right there. If you know it, then you know it. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Helix Sleep.
No.
Have you spilled baked beans on...
No way with you with your promos. Shit.
More, a bit more.
There we go.
Slash
There you go,
ordinary
that's probably good.
sausage and get up to $200 off your Helix mattress. So will it blow? Oh, God, it did.
Yeah.
Headshot. I look like I got the bits of Mark Ruffalo.
That's 5 Ruffalos right there.
It looks so gory. I'm going to have to give that Will It Blow 5 Mark Ruffalos.
Told you.
Here we go.
Huh?
It wasn't in doubt.
True.
That goat cheese is leaking out of
I like
there.
the circle of beets.
Fierce.
That's blood.
They shrunk by like half. I'm gonna get out the heat gun and see if I can make it a little bit more crispy. There was way more meat in there than that. Well, I guess the only thing left to do is open one of these up and see how we did.
Yeah.
That looks okay. It's like it didn't even shrink. Here we go! Well, all right, mystery solved. It tastes almost entirely like goat cheese. We put way too much in. I for one think it would be better
I don't see the
without
problem.
any goat cheese in it at all. The goat cheese is way
Heresy.
too tangy for this sausage. The goat cheese overpowers the beet flavor, so it's just, a very leaky sausage. So I'm gonna have to give the beaten goat cheese sausage a 2 out of 5.
I think if you got the proportions right, it could work. Although
Bop.
you brought up the tanginess idea. The goat cheese is tangy, and the beets are tangy. So there might be too much tangy all at once.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back.
I think some of these look really good, like the brisket trimming one. I want to watch this. We watched one that you want to watch.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back.
I think this is going to turn out.
I feel like this one's probably a bit of a gimme. Like it seems like it's too easy to be like, yeah, this was gonna work.
I guess brisket trimmings. How did we end up with brisket trimmings instead?
I mean, that's almost
of
what a sausage is to begin with,
brisket?
anyway,
As
right?
You know from the previous episode, I bought a smoker. Oh my God! And its first test run was with a Texas-style barbecue brisket. And if you make a lot of smoked brisket at home, or if you've watched a lot of barbecue brisket videos on YouTube like I have, you know that you end up with just a ton amount of waste. There's so much fat. Every video, the guy's like, I know this seems wasteful, but we're going to use the trimmings for something else, as they throw pounds and pounds of brisket into the garbage. But one of the things you can do with brisket trimmings is to make them into sausages. So that's what we're going to do. This isn't one big piece of brisket. There's different pieces of brisket.
I mean, I think they usually do this with pork, but
it's still kind of
trimmings and stuff is
heavily
generally
frozen.
what your
So
sausage is made of
let's
anyway.
get to the chopping. We got a nice fat cap there, and we got
Oh,
nice
no,
pieces of
brisket.
meat.
Oh,
Every
if you
piece
do
of
it
steak
right,
we've tried to do a sausage
it
with, it's
is
always ended up
awesome.
tasting like hamburger.
This is going to be a
And
good
just
sausage.
how well did my first time brisket turn out? Drier than the Sahara Desert. Mistakes were made. Those 2 sausages dangling in the smoker from last episode, that was kind of embarrassing.
It just gives you more
I
reason to use
figured
some gravy with
you put a little bit more sausages
Or
in
some
there for the
spit.
visuals. This is just
If
the
you're
meat
not
part that I
talking about,
scavenged off of the
cooking.
brisket. There's still all the fat that I also took off of it. This is the bag that's almost entirely fat. If the meat part of the brisket didn't have enough fat on it, I was going to use some of this to even things out. We'll just take this in right there. Wow, swing and a miss, huh? The fat chips a lot easier than it does break. And the rest of this, I don't know, for an NSC, I may turn all this fat into beef tallow. And for that, I'm just going to take that off right there.
Now I'm thinking, do I want sausage rolls or do I want to get some sausages and make some sausage sandwiches?
Oh, I lost half of it. There we go. Looks like the fat ratio looks pretty good. We are going to give this a regrind, but not before we hit it with just a bunch of salt. Like, look at all that salt. And an equally disturbing amount of pepper is also going in on this thing. And we're going to surprise everyone with just a little bit of garlic powder. You don't need as much garlic powder as you do the other one. There's no space to mix this. I'm going to get a bowl. And that and that. The longer we wait to throw it back in the grinder, the gooier the fat's gonna be. And then the rest can be mixed up in the grinder.
August.
It's slipping. The angle of it's not so good for this.
Yeah. Ordinary ASMR.
Well, all right, there it is. That's our stuffing. I'm a sausage girl in a sausage world, stuffed in casing. It's amazing.
Oh, he's gonna have fun washing that ring later.
Yeah, but I just thought of like an actual like goal he could reach on a channel like that. He reads the Wikipedia page for sausages as an ASMR.
In like a really soothing voice.
Hello.
It's like he's doing his high-pitched weird voice, but he's doing it like slow and sensual.
Welcome back. Yes.
Yeah, like that.
It's a bit heavier than normal.
Yeah. Sausage after dark.
The first recorded.
Stop! In 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage.
Yes, I love it.
Going low and slow on this sausage. Make sure.
You know what? When you said that just now,
because we're putting it in the smoker, it doesn't
when
need
you said
to be
that just
so
now,
thin.
you sounded
the
like
chances of it bursting in the smoke.
Pause for a second. You ever watch Deep Fat Fried?
Now and again. I haven't watched it in a while.
You know when? Have you ever seen one of the ones where they like do a goof where like they pretend that Mickey Mouse is hacking their broadcast and talking to them?
Yeah, it's Paul usually, isn't it?
Yeah. Your last thing that you just did sounded almost exactly like their Mickey impression when he does that.
Oh, hi guys! I own you now. Oh.
Are a lot lower than them bursting in the pan. There's no weird ingredient in here to make it burst to begin with, so these sausages can be nice and plumpy. We'll make some sizable sausages today. That one's looking pretty.
You like some thickums.
Yeah,
8
like
sausages! You know, we probably could have squeezed 10 sausages out of this if we really wanted to. But you know what? Part of the fun of making your own sausage is making them different sizes. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxello box artist, this guy! Oh, I like that one. It makes him look insane, even though Mark Ruffalo has literally done nothing wrong. This
This is the Madness build from Elden Ring.
Do the autumn leaves. It's 20. We got it right on top of the scalp. Pretty good. You can see how fatty our mixture is just by how well that's clinging to Mr. Ruffalo's face there. I'm going to have to give that, will it blow? 3 Mark Ruffalos!
I want to see a reaction video of Mark Ruffalo watching this for the first time.
It'll happen eventually. I don't know how, but it will.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Yeah, look at those bad boys.
Not too bad. We did manage to get a few air pockets in there. There, that's a little better. They look smoky
that looks
and
tasty
delicious.
as hell.
How about you say we
try like a collection of little dips in like the little cups alongside it and just like mixing. Oh.
One of these,
we can send a piece to Ben for his charcuterie.
We're just gonna open up one of these and see how we did. Well, who's hungry? Because I certainly am. I mean, you can see how juicy it still is. It's juicy, it's hot. Let's get it in a bun and give it a try. Oh, how I wish I didn't leave my tongs outside. As you can see, we're bringing some big sausage energy on this one.
His hands are greasy as fuck right now.
It's smoky, it's meaty, and most importantly, it doesn't taste like a hamburger. Now, would you be able to tell that this is just entirely brisket? Probably not. In fact, they kind of almost taste like giant hot dogs. Sure, it may not taste like smoked brisket, but at least you've converted your scraps into a meal here. So I'm gonna have to give the brisket trimming sausage a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I knew this would be a good one.
Bop, 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 bop.
You can't really lose there.
So if you want to see the tallow making, or if you want to see me making brisket for an NSC, you can reply so in the
How's an
comments.
NSC? Non-sausage content?
Yeah. I'm very curious about the tallow one because it's we'll save that for another time. It's buff time after all. But I'm very curious to see him like make candles out of that brisket, because it branches it out. There's tons of little things I'd like to see him to do besides. All right, for once I'm calling it Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah. It's not even.
I agree.
Yeah.
No argument.
Bro,
I was about to say the same thing.
Bro likes it in theory.
We're asking you anyways, Crow, but we're gonna play it no matter what you say.
Yeah. This is not a democracy right now. And even if it was, you'd still be beaten by the vote. Before we hit play, standard shit. Bro, anything you wish to shill beforehand?
I think he stepped away.
Okay. Well then, Grendar, you wish to
I'll ask him
shill?
again afterwards.
Yeah.
No, I've got nothing to shill right now. I'm feeling under the weather today, so I'm not going to do my normal Tuesday stream.
Oh, wise move.
But if anybody's interested, the Tectonica game just released a demo today, so go check that game out. It is pretty cool.
As for me, no wasted Wednesday. I know I'm good at too. But this Friday, Dirt Cobain, who was in the chat earlier, and if you're still in the chat, hi Dirt, will be joining me this Friday for 3 drinks minimum, where we will consume quantities of alcohol.
At least 3 drinks.
At least 3 drinks. I'm getting a bottle of Morgan's for it because you guys voted in on the straw poll that we had on what drink I am to have. It was whiskey, rum, terrible vodka, and I think gin.
That's redundant.
And there can be some smooth vodkas, but still with the taste of like liquid iron going down your throat, you know.
Actually, I kind of liked. Have you tried vodka?
Oh, you told me that before.
Yeah, that's not. It's actually really smooth.
No, I don't think you'll be able to get it over
Milk
here.
vodka.
But the thing about it is it's also going to be coming out of a spam can, a half-cut spam can. Yeah, so every dono, I'll be knocking one back in the spam can. Speaking of donos, if you check down the doobly-doo, you'll find links to Discord, Twitter, Twitch, Krendar stuff. However, if you go over to my Twitch and subscribe, you will be able to join us over on the Discord for the watch party, which will be sometime next week. And before we go, next episode of Bearded Ramblings, we will be joined by Lady Hopium, who is returning after many a moon. We will be joining for episode 99, which makes sense. They were here for episode 1, so all those years ago, plural. I don't think it's been years now, has it? It's been a year, I think. And some change.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly.
It was on the old channel, I know that. Before I got hacked. I think it was over a year. But anyway, it's been a hell of a time. Beyond that, I don't know if I'll stream over on Twitch between now and Friday, but over the weekend I'll give you guys more Cyberpunk, more Fallout, and more Command & Conquer. But yeah.
It's so surreal to me that there's a cyberpunk anime now.
It's very good. It's very good. I really liked it. And it came in with a patch that not only tried to fix as much of the game as humanly possible, it failed, but it did a decent job. It also prepared for the DLC that's coming out, and dropped in a bunch of items from the anime into the game. So, because it's
I might have to replay it when the DLC comes out.
I at that point you'll notice a bit of a change for the better, but it'll still have some major glaring issues, and it's still a beast to run on a lot of hardware. So your mileage may vary, but I get fun.
It ran okay for me. I only had a few weird glitches, like a tree falling down at one point for literally no reason whatsoever.
The opening animation always has what's his name? Your friend, not Johnny, giant big Latino guy, 2 guns.
Oh yeah.
Him,
Mm-hmm.
Vega. I know his second name is Vega, but him and you are talking, but it cuts to like the animation, but he's just T-posing as he moves and talks. So down the streets with the opening, good morning, Night City, and he's just there like T-posing as I'm an airplane. Woo! That always happens to me. That's never not happened.
That's funny.
Buildings collapsing, missions failing to start, icons.
Wow, I never had any of that.
Yeah, it's not a great time.
I only saw one person T-pose once, and it was just like a random nameless NPC standing in a back alley.
Boy Buff Crow, baby, back on up at the levels. We back into that French boy Buff Ruru 122, back on the upper deck.
Definitely had trees freak out though.
Anyways, tonight we're gonna do Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. It's your boy Buff Crow. Back.
No subtitles. They didn't
On the 1s and 2s and 3s and 5s. Had everybody looking up at their levels. Get right further to do.
That's a shame. They're funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I like watching the subtitles, trying to figure out what the hell he's mumbling.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's a kitty cat. Meow. Give that kitty cat some corn.
I love this song.
Pretty good. It's like the iconic Chili Pepper song.
Try to steal your mind's elation. A little ghost from Sweden dreams a silver screen.
You're right. Now it belongs to Buff.
And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication.
Let's create like a mixtape. Walk down the street. Have a soundtrack.
It's the edge of the world in all the Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location. And it's understood that Hollywood does Californication. Pay your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your skin, or is it the war you're waging? Firstborn unicorn. Hardcore support. Dreams of Californication. Dreams of Californication.
I'm just gonna say it. A little disappointed by this one. For such a great song it could have worked with.
Yeah, he's not butchering it as badly as I was hoping.
Marry me, girl, be my ferry to the world, be my very own constellation. A teenage bride with a baby inside, getting high off information. And buy me a stall on the boulevard, it's Californication.
I like how his dancing becomes minimal during the lyrics.
Yes, the focus.
Yeah.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. And Cobain, can you hear the spit? Singing songs of station to station. And now the red's not far away. It's Californication. those who praise control the population. Well, everybody's been there, and I don't mean no vacation. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore, dreams of Californication. Dreams of Californication.
Yeah, almost.
Dreams of Californication. Dreams of Californication.
His dance is good as always. There's just no like good moment.
Crude.
Talk about the GTA leak.
We'll get that one saved for next time then.
But it also breeds creation. Or earthquakes onto a girl's guitar, just another good vibration. A tidal waves couldn't sail the world from Californication. Your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Sicker than the rest, there's no test, but it's what you do for your craving. Firstborn unicorn, hardcore softcore, dreams of Californication. Dreams of Californication.
Oh, he's petting the pony. That's very nice.
Dreams of Californication. Yeah.
I know
Yay.
what song I want him to sing. Persona's lift weights, lift dumbbells, and it'll change your life. He just fucking be up to 11 on that, and it would be something close to his heart. He'd be buff, singing about getting buff.
Yeah.
While also maybe being
Perfect.
mentally controlled by someone who's like abusing you. But still, like that's the Persona games in a nutshell. Yeah, no, this is
Not really.
Well,
Okay.
there's elements. There's definitely elements of like abuse in the Persona games.
Well, true. It just doesn't refer to the protagonists themselves. But yeah, it's usually the antagonists. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah.
It's definitely in there.
I'd definitely be up for getting into those games. I've watched cutscenes and like looked up on lore, and the music fucking bops. So like I'd be definitely down for it one day. You know what a game I'd really love to play right now? Final Fantasy 12. That's the game I want to play. I want to.
I love Final Fantasy. That's one of my favorites.
I want to wander around the Damamasca?
Damaska.
Yeah.
Oh, Dalmasca.
Dalmasca.
Actually, interesting thing.
Out there.
I learned recently that the MMO Final Fantasy 12 actually is the same world as 12. Or sorry, 14. It's the same world as 12, but on a different continent.
Yeah, it's the south of it. I remember because I was hoping that you'd have like a sort of connection.
I thought it was west. Like you don't see each other at all, but apparently there's a raid in the online one that's in Dalmasca or something. Also, you can play as a Viera.
Awesome. I'd love if they came back to it. There's actually I saw some cosplayer dressing up as Fran, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, the interesting thing is like they put a lot of touches in there. Like not only did they come back to it, but also like they do the thing where the little targeting line happens, so that, you know, like, oh, this person's targeting a thing at that person, and then like the damage numbers and stuff is the same font. It's just like all these little things. It's got these little similar feels to 12.
I'd like to get back into that. I'd even like to play original Final Fantasy 7 and 8 old times. I'm feeling a bit nostalgic for the old RPG.
I'll agree with 7 at least anyway.
The 7
I was not
goes.
a big fan of 8.
What about 9?
9 was really good.
Yeah, it didn't look good on paper, like from how it actually physically looked, and then you played it and you're like, oh, this is actually a pretty great game.
Yeah.
The Lovecraftian edge was unexpected.
Yeah, also Bravely Default was very good, which is essentially like this is what Final Fantasy used to be. So like Final Fantasy became a different thing, and now this is what Final Fantasy used to be, but it's not called that.
Alright, well.
It's weird.
I guess with that slight detour, ramble, if you will, from two bearded people, no less.
We wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I guess, but we're out of here either way. Thank you so much for Crow for showing up, and thank you so much for Two Guns for showing up. Remember, pop in next week for Hopium, where we will reminisce and hope.